Hi everybody, Adam here. Welcome back to our Lego room. In today's video, we're taking a look at Lego set 72046, the Lego Game Boy. A really awesome nostalgia trip for those of us that played the Game Boy back in the day, but just a really fun build all around. This set contains 421 pieces, and I love how they have to include the little description text here: no light, sound, and digital play functions. This is just a cool Lego build. No actual functionality, but like I said, a really fun build experience and a lot of nostalgia. So let's take a look at the finished build. You can see the finished build and one of the game cartridges here. The game cartridge I have outside is the Super Mario Land. Really awesome work on that sticker. I was impressed. Only 2 stickers in the entire set. We've got this one here for the Super Mario Land, and then on the cartridge that is inside the Game Boy, we've got a sticker as well. It is, let's see if we can get it out with one hand. We've got the Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. Really cool, I think, both of those stickers. And on top of that, just impressed with how much printing they did with the set. You can see the great tile piece on the back here. But on the front, we've got the on-off switch text, dot matrix with stereo sound, the battery icon there, the Nintendo Game Boy, A, B, select, start, the headphone jack. On the side, we've got contrast on this side, and then over here, we've got the external connector and the volume. So, a ton of actual printing that they had to do on parts here, which I think they did an excellent job on. One of the other things that really impresses me is just how tactile the build is. We've got the D-pad over here. Feels amazing. It's got the right amount of sort of squish to it when you push in a given direction. Also, really love the look and feel of the A and B button there. I think the start and select are really well done. Well, we didn't comment on it, but there's the print for the speaker there. Other things I love for the volume and for the contrast. They've got a gear there that you can actually turn. Really, really well done. Also love the fact that the on-off switch can go back and forth. So, like I said, a super fun build. Really love all of the different elements they put in here. The printing, I think, is a really nice touch. I appreciate how much is printed on bricks. Really appreciate the tactile feel of all the buttons and various sort of dials and switches. All of that really feels nice, works well. And it's neat to see how they went about putting a build like this together. How all the different sections layer in. A really cool sort of build exercise to kind of learn some different techniques and some different ways of creating shapes like this. I mean, at the end of the day, it's basically a rectangular object, but there's a lot of different little components that went in here to layer in all of these buttons in the right spot, to layer in the screen. The screen is another thing that's worth calling out here. Let me put this back on the stand. Really love the sort of holographic little pieces here. Let me reach in behind the cartridge there. The Game Boy came with these awesome little screen inserts that you can put in. So you've got Mario screens here, basically. Really, really well done. Love the fact that you can tilt them and they show some movement. You can see as you move sort of down relative to or up relative to the screen how the text changes on the Nintendo screen, and a nice element here to have the Mario moving on the different screens here. Really, really well done. Love all the basically sort of love and care that went into this build. Obviously somebody who had familiarity with the Game Boy as a an awesome tech piece back in the day. The cool sort of ode to the two games here, Super Mario Land and the Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. Really, really cool all around. And like I said, a lot of fun to put together, and I think it's going to be a great display piece now here in the Lego room. I've got a number of video game / Mario related builds that are kind of, on display in different parts of the room here. So I think this will fit in well, and definitely something that I will pick up on a regular basis and admire, especially like I said, for the tactile elements. I really think they did an amazing job with the D-pad here, the buttons. Just amazing work all around. And, looking forward to seeing what they continue to do on the Nintendo sort of gaming side of things. I think the NES was a fun build back in the day when that came out. I think the Game Boy is a really cool addition to that sort of line of sets, and looking forward to seeing what else we might get in the future. Also want to call out the excellent little forward section to the instruction manual. Love all the extra little bits of detail that they included in here. Calling out how you can swap the screens in and out, which I think is super cool. Love the fact that there's the two cartridges. Love the fact as well that the cartridge, you get that kind of positive click when you click it in. Really easy to remove back out if you want to swap cartridges. But so many great and fun bits of nostalgia and just cool bits of Lego in here as well. Like I said, I think a lot of care went into the building of this set. These images here are awesome. Really cool, sort of effort that they put into not only recreating the sort of overall look of this piece of gaming history, but the fact that they put so much effort into the feel of all the different buttons, etc. That also really speaks to me, and I think makes this an extra amazing build and piece to have in your collection. So overall, super happy. This was a lot of fun to put together. Like I said, it's going to be something that I proudly have on display here, and it'll be something that I probably pick up regularly to just kind of geek out over not only the look, but the feel of all those different buttons. So that concludes our look at the Lego Game Boy, set number 72046. Like I said, highly recommend picking this up. A great bit of gaming history, but also just a really fun and well done Lego build as well. Now, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please make sure to do so that you don't miss out on any of our upcoming videos. And thank you very much for watching. We will see you again soon. Take care. Bye.